That sounds fine, right? It depends on what it is, Iron. Also, I don't want to make any promises because I'm planning to play this deck, and the next one I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to do another league after this one. So I don't want to make a commitment. I don't like to make commitments I can't keep. Mana Dork deck, it looks like. Just a second. Getting this YouTube formatted. Razorverge Thicket. So this doesn't make mana without other elves in play, so can't play the Archdruid this turn, which kind of sucks. Take my free attack. Why not? The last league did not go fantastic. That league's uploading to YouTube now, so if you didn't get a chance, a druid deck of their own. I think I just company, right? I think I just company because I could potentially kill them this turn, right? Because I have the Ezuri in my hand. We only have one Vizier in our deck, but if we hit it, they die. I'm gonna get Shaman of the Pack plus Archdruid here. I assume I'm gonna die on their turn, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, they wouldn't have kept a one-lander. I guess this can play something too this turn, right? So untap, tap, untap, tap, untap, and then I can actually play my entire hand, right? Because I can play this, which makes this larger, and then I can untap this, and then activate this to cast Ezuri. Okay, I mean, if they don't kill me, they're dead next turn, so... Don't kill me on your 3, so I can kill you on my 4. Yeah, right? Yep, alright, kill me. Modern's a turn 4 format. I just like to repeat that to myself. I like to rock back and forth at night and go, Splinter Twin is too strong. Modern's a turn 4 format. Splinter Twin is too strong. Modern's a turn 4 format. Splinter Twin is too strong. Yeah, the wind's actually exceptionally bad down where I live. Alright, so that's actually lethal now. Because they get to draw this, and then the Duskwatch Recruiter kills us. So... I'm asking my opponent what their kill condition is so I can concede. Because we are dead. They drew Duskwatch Recruiter. Duskwatch Recruiter lets them grab every creature out of their deck, and then we die. No Linvala in this sideboard is kind of unfortunate for this matchup. I can't really do this because it shuts off my combo as well. I mean, you can always ask a question. I don't know if I'm going to have the answer. I'm not exactly a judge. I feel like this isn't a Shaman of the Pack matchup. I feel like I just want to trim that. Guess it's probably a combo them faster matchup. I think this is a keep. Oh, I could name Duskwatch. That's a good idea, actually. Okay, yeah, I'll bring in the Phyrexian Revoker if we get another game. We probably die to them just having unlimited mana anyways, so maybe that's not good. I don't actually know. Not actually sure. So this is one of the most important things you can do in matches like this with discard spells. I cleverly left the 3-drop I wanted to play this turn on top of my deck as opposed to drawing it. Rude. My opponent actually said in chat that their win condition is Ruinous, so they could have both. They could genuinely have both in their deck. Which I think if we were going to bring in Revoker, it would be to name Duskwatch Recruiter. I think we might do that if we get a game 3. It's really unfortunate that we're all just hurtling around this game. Kitchen Finks. Yep. This. Drain you for 4, I guess. Oh, 5. 5. Math is hard. Drain you for a number of hit points. Combo me. Dead to Chord of Calling. We are dead to Chord of Calling. I guess we're not. No, yeah, we're dead to Chord of Calling. Dead. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, the only thing that let my opponent tap their creatures like there is a Chord of Calling. Vizier of Remedies plus the sack outlet plus Kitchen Finks allows my opponents to generate an arbitrarily large health total. It also allows them to scry an arbitrary amount of time, so they basically get to cut to the point in the deck where they're interested in having a card. So good to know that boarding Phyrexian Revoker or not would not have mattered there. Jeskai Control has the most results. You know, Modern's a format where you should play the deck that you enjoy playing the most as opposed to the deck that you think is the best, because a lot of the decks, like, if you're not playing Shadow, you should probably just, like, play the deck you like. If you're not playing Grixis Shadow or Storm, you should probably just pick a deck you enjoy playing and play that. If your goal is to win, you should play Grixis Shadow or Storm. If your goal is to do anything other than that, you should just play what you enjoy. I have no idea, Stu. Actually, no idea. It's a good question. Recommend asking someone who's a judge. I'm going to answer your question. I'm pretty sure it dies because all state-based actions are checked simultaneously, and the legendary rule checks when state-based actions are checked. So when the game state checks and says, hey, there's 2 legendary things in play, it should also check and say, hey, my Grim Player only has 2 defense and has 3 damage marked on it. So thinking about it more, I'm pretty sure your Grim Player dies. And it's the fastest way to grind the Hex Ladder. Definitely the Candles deck. I like the Candles deck that I played on stream yesterday that has 3 Livanth in the main. Hey! Rodrigo GZ with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As always, subscriptions are the absolute best way you can support my content here. I really do appreciate it. Hey, bacon sandwiches with the brand new Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Land. 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 Tilt. How do you find what decks you like when decks cost so much money? What are some tips to find out? You should install the application Cockatrice. It is a Magic the Gathering / TCG sandbox that you can install on the computer for free. It's open source, and you can import deck lists into it and play them against yourself or with friends. You can also get a box of bulk from your local game store very cheaply and then Sharpie onto the back of them. If you want something prettier than that, you can print Magic proxies off of your computer. There are lots of good ways to try before you buy. If you want to try it in a tournament setting, the scrolling banner that I have down there for sparedeck.com, they will rent you any physical standard or modern deck. It's a great way to try a deck before you buy it. It's still, thank you. I need to pin a thing to the side of my monitor that says these are the things you need to do when you change decks, Hogland. That includes all of those. I always forget one. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey. Oh, you helped Mom go to the store? She got you Pringles? What a lucky kid. What a lucky kid. Pringles are our favorite, chat.
Barbecue Pringles.
That's true. Barbecue Pringles. Barbecue Pringles and a tablet. What more could a boy need out of life?
The carts in the store for me, so we use one of those little carts.
Hey, you want your tablet? Is you a good helper?
We used the little cart and he pushed the cart and he just like as we walked past the Pringles, he just put one in the cart.
Just, yep. Help yourself, you know, whatevs. That's how we do. So,
hi chat.
So what Wax Papers in chat is doing, I'm going to time them out because they're annoying me. People often complain about people on the free software not knowing how the rules of Magic work. Guess what? Not everyone knows how all the rules of Magic work. What happens at your local game store when someone doesn't know how the rules work? You let them know and you talk about it. And if they don't want to play by the rules, you stop playing Magic with them. It's really not complicated.
You can't time people out just because they're annoying.
This is Hoglandia. It is a dictatorship, and I'm the King Dick. We get to do whatever I want. And if I want to time people out because they're annoying, definitely get to do that. All right, what am I doing here? I think it's been the Heritage Druid. Did we just get a donation? That's a good question. That wouldn't have shown up there. Did we just get a donation? We did. Sorry, the Druid said it didn't go well. Hope it gets better. Get him dead. Thanks for the donation, Iron. Opponent concedes while I'm tanking about what I'm getting rid of. God bless. That's a meme.
Do you know what a meme is?
Yeah, it's what the deck I've just been linked as a meme.
You're dumb.
Does she not know that you are Jeff the Banhammer Hoagland? Alright, so what are we doing against Jund? I probably want Rips. I probably want Chameleon Colossus. I definitely want Lead the Stampede. I think there's a good chance I want Path to Exile in my deck.
I look elegant on your shoulder.
Probably the Scavenging Ooze as well. I don't think... This is a Forge-Tender matchup. This might be a Forge-Tender matchup. That's a lot of cards. Alright, so what am I cutting? So I have 38 creatures right now, so I can probably afford to cut some of those. What are we cutting? I don't actually know what we're supposed to cut.
Face.
Am I supposed to trim the combo in this matchup? Is that insane? Is it nuts to just like want to cut these? They're just like not very good quality cards. Got a couple of Chord of Calling so they don't generate card advantage, and they're gonna make my collected companies and my Lead the Stampedes worse. Cut the combo. Yeah, I think we're supposed to cut the combo. No, I don't think I want to cut collected company. I think I want all of my cards that generate card advantage in this matchup. Yeah, exactly. I think Chord of Calling is actually what we're supposed to cut in this deck. I think I want these because they generate 2-for-1s against my opponent's deck.
Take your coat off, Eston.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to grind through them and then like have Shaman of the Pax as reach. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Yeah, Company's great. Lead the Stampede is great. I think this is it. This creature doesn't get hit by collected company, so we have 32 hits. Yeah, that's fine. This hand is a pretty easy mulligan here. This hand's not exciting, but it's a keep. That card is great. Cleverly left the card that I don't want them to Thoughtseize on top of my deck, because I'm a wizard. I think this deck's very good, Pete. This deck has a combo kill, and it's like just like has a really good like plan A aggressive attack with like this oops combo backup. I think this deck is more than reasonable. Is that a good draw? I feel like that was an okay draw. Yeah, I'll probably draft the new set a little bit, Tom. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it after the CCS. The CCS is tomorrow, so I think I want to focus on that. They can't kill the Archdruid here. We're going to be in an amazing spot. No blocks. They have Abrupt Decay. They should play it now, so that way their Goyf gets bigger. So I assume, since they're just playing another Goyf here, we're going to eat them up. God bless. Well, that's nuts. Yep. Well, wait. Actually, what's more mana? So if I go green, green, like this, and go elf, elf, this is 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 filters into here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that jumps me up to... Okay, I think this is slightly more. I don't know. I should probably count it, but math is hard. Counting is tough. Actually, I can play this Dwynen's Elite out first, right? And then have 2 green left over. And now this is 6. Lead the Stampede. Shaman of the Pack. Dwynen's Elite. Any order. Play Dwynen's Elite. Nice 2/3's opponent. It's a pretty sweet Tarmogoyf. It's a pretty sweet Tarmogoyf. What a powerful Magic the Gathering card you have cast, opponent. Oh, now! I liked my Shaman of the Pack. It was a small hit on Stampede. It's unfortunate. So if I attack with everything but this, I trade 2 3/3s for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. And then the following turn, they block these 2 and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I attack with everything but Archdruid here and then attack with everything next turn, they're dead. Oh, that seems worthwhile. Attack also makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a Shaman of the Pack off the top is lethal, even if they gum the board up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need to draw a spell to untap this. It's close. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. BRB. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, draw. They're not dead anymore, though, right? They'd go block 1, 2, 3, and then we die in the backswing. So pass. Yep. That's just good because it lets them decay. Or fatal push, sorry. Who's ready to die to a Teamer Battle Rage, chat? Who's ready to die to a Teamer Battle Rage? Are you ready, chat? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. We're never ready. I can buy your deck list while watching. Unsure. I'm always ready to die. Whoa, whoa, but Death Shadow is it goes into fair interactive modern decks. People always tell me Death Shadow decks are fair and interactive. That's what I've heard, chat. Are you telling me I've been lied to by the internet? Need your hands wiped? Need your hands wiped? Back wipes. Here you go. Okay, so here's the part where we have to decide what we want to play around. So this block means we don't die to just Battle Rage, but it means we die to Battle Rage plus Bolt. The question is, do I want to put enough defense in front of it so I don't die to Street Wraith plus Battle Rage? So Street Wraith plus Battle Rage means they come across for 22, which means I need to put 5 defense in front of it, which means I don't have lethal on the backswing. So I think I'm just supposed to chump block it here and accept that I'm dead to Battle Rage plus Street Wraith. Because if I block like this, my opponent will just go, okay, take damage, or just play Battle Rage and not Street Wraith, and then I can't kill them on the backswing. So I think we just chump here and say, okay, if you have Battle Rage plus Street Wraith, I'm dead. All right. Okay. Correct. They can't Battle Rage plus Bolt. They can Battle Rage plus Street Wraith, though, which is why that's the one I talked about. Yeah, they could go Shock Land into Bolt me, too. That's true. Sometimes they want it more than you. We had a few draw steps there to hit another Shaman of the pack, and we missed. Let's try again on the play here. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Might almost be time to restart Magic Online here. Which RAM are we using, Moto? Up, almost. Almost 2 gigs, yep. Almost time to restart. Actually, I might need to restart right now. Yeah, probably right now, actually. And now, a word from our sponsors. Here we go. Their deck's likely green-black with a small red splash, so black-black's easier for them to get out than red-red, is what I would assume. Seems fine. Seems fine. A lot of the Grixis that Shadow Lists play like Kozilek's Return instead of Anger because it's easier to cast. So they're probably playing Flaying Tendrils for similar reasons. They're probably just splashing red for things like Culligan's Command. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll probably go this into this. Hopefully I didn't draw a Fatal Push. Doesn't look like it. Oh, getting Etch Champion is good. Yeah, that's actually a good small corner case. Inquisition. 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 Tilt. Tilt. No, protection from colors prevents damage that will be dealt from you by sources of that color, so Anger of the Gods does in fact not kill Etch Champion. Good try though, Twitch chat. You tried. You got a sticker that says you tried. Oh, they're like 4 color whatever. Okay. So there's some games where you can beat things like Flaying Tendrils, and there's other games like this one where you just can't, so you shouldn't play around it. Don't play around cards you can't beat. 2 Shaman of the pack. 2 Shaman of the pack. Nope. It's a real shame that it's not Anger of the Gods, because then I could just like leave up a bunch of green mana and regenerate my team from it, but Flaying Tendrils is gonna kill us real dead. I guess I shouldn't auto yield. I can concede to Flaying Tendrils. God bless you, Tarmogoyf. You big, scary 2-drop, you. You big, terrifying 2-drop. Oh, look, they refunded my league. God bless. Yay, free points. God, alright, now you get a timeout. First time you get the rules wrong, I'll give you a pass. Second time, you just keep to do spew. we're gonna time you out. All right, so this, tap this, this, and this. That was for the gifts ungiven bug we had yesterday. Right, elves get large and in charge, and you did. All right, sweet. Lost to a different Devoted Druid combo deck. Beat 5-color Shadow there. I would just like to say welcome to everyone that's hanging out here today. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching, but you're choosing to spend your time here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Abzan Elves in Modern this afternoon. And if you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, the absolute best way you can support my content here is by subscribing on Twitch. Subscriptions help support myself so I can spend more time producing content like this and less time doing other things for work. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Let the bits rain down, Steam Flogger boss. I do appreciate that. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders. They really do it all. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. And using code Hoagland7, you can save 7% on your rentals there. It's a great service to like try out a modern deck before you buy it, or if you're someone that changes decks a lot, it's great for that as well. He's right. The pump from Ezuri saves the team. That's a good point. Look at that. This, I would like to give a small round of applause to BakY95. That is a good example of a constructive and useful message in chat. Saying, hey, you're wrong, or hey, what you did was stupid, and stuff like that, without being constructive and saying why what we did was wrong. That's not useful. That's rude, and it's just noise in my chat, and I will time you out or ban you for doing that. Being constructive and being specific as to why the thing we did was wrong, that's useful. Not only does it help make me a better Magic player, but it helps people watching become better Magic players, and it just generates constructive, useful discussion. I am very much in favor and enjoy people being contributing members to chat. I find it very annoying and frustrating when people just yell at me and tell me I'm wrong. I'm gonna keep this 6. We don't have a black for this, but the rest of the hand's like, okay. Would like to draw a Collected Company. One of the things I'm interested to see in how this deck plays out is that, does the combo feel like it adds value to the deck? I think I'm okay with this. That's gonna be decent. So the last time I played a couple different iterations of Elves, long time over the past. If anyone remembers from the channel way back in the day, probably about this time last year even, we played an Eldritch Evolution variation of Elves with Allosaurus riders in it. That was a lot of fun. And that build was able to kind of go a bit bigger. I'm a big fan of Lead the Stampede. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of Chord of Calling in this style of deck, but with Shaman in the pack, I could definitely see the appeal. We were talking about Anger of the Gods before, not K-Return. We're talking about Anger of the Gods. Because the comparison is Flaying Tendrils or Anger of the Gods, because both those cards exile things from decks like Dredge. Well, that was pretty sweet. My opponent showed Bloodstained Mire Concede. So this could go a couple different ways. I think I'm going to hedge and board in Chameleon Colossus and 2 Rest in Peace, but I don't think I want to board in more than that. Yeah, Ezuri, 2 Devoted Druids will combo you, because it gives them plus defense. I just do what I can, Mr. Snuffle We'll call you Mr. Snuffle. It's just like, the point of streaming on Twitch, I feel like, as opposed to recording content and putting on YouTube, is the chat interaction. And if people are just, like, sitting there spamming random crap in chat, it, like, detracts from that interaction from everyone, including myself. So it's not helpful to let people do that. Maybe I don't want the Rest in Pieces. I don't know. Is there a Bloodstained Mire deck out there that Rip isn't great against? It's good against the Mardu deck. I want it against Jund. I want it against Death Shadow. I want it against, like, Grisholbrand. I want it against Dredge, potentially. Opponent mulliganed a lot, so they could potentially be playing Dredge. I'm gonna trim a couple chords, and then... I'm gonna do this. Do this. Burn could play Mire? Yeah, that's true. It's fine. It's a second land, but it's okay. Great draw. I don't know for sure that my opponent's playing a deck that I want. I've been playing Infect. Do you think it's a good choice for the GP? What would you play mid-February? I'm really bad at Magic timelines. Is that Grand Prix pre or post Pro Tour? Because, like, that's the thing. Like, if you have a variety of decks that you could play and you're playing an event post Pro Tour, you really want to wait till post Pro Tour to make a decision like that. It's looking like this is going to be a matchup where I want Lead the Stampede because they're attrition based, but I didn't know that for sure off of just their fetch lands, so... I think that your Blood Moon's deck that hasn't been fully developed in Modern, you are Kiki or Breach are awful since Resolved, Goyf are more or less lights out but still put up good results. So you are plus a color with threat slash removal seems like... Yeah, there were what's it called decks for a little while, right? Oh, I'm blanking on the name. There were Grixis moon decks for a little bit that had like Tasigur and stuff in it. Been playing Land Nauseam at my LGS. Quick question, is there any way or sideboard tech to be Blood Moon / Magus of the Moon and Chalice for 0 on turn 1 from my opponent? No, I don't think so. If they have Moon and Chalice for 0, you're kind of just ganked. Oh, that's not true. Walking Ballista beats Magus of the Moon, right? Walking Ballista lets you take Magus of the Moon off the table. Hey, Bionic Broccoli with the cheers. Thank you very much and welcome. Glad I boarded in these rips. I assume I'm losing this Nettle Sentinel here. Really? Really? We're gonna discard, okay. Which card? Discard right here. This one. It looks like it's just actual Jund. It could be a Death Shadow deck still. I'm just gonna pop the row one in the way there. It's after the PT. I would wait till after the PT to make any decisions like that then. If they plus here, I think I'm gonna bin the elf and hope to cast the Collected Company next turn. Alright, so we're just losing both the cards in our hand. They're gonna plus this now. That's unfortunate. That was a bit of a brutal K command. Oh, gross. Alright, well. Huh. Huh. What a dagger. What a dagger. One drop. Ding. Fries are done. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Shadow doesn't play fast land. That's a good catch, Brennan. Good catch. Shadow wouldn't have fast lands in it, so they're just traditional Jund here. Actually, just gonna concede here. I think we can win this game. Not gonna show him Chameleon Colossus. The ban and restrict, actually, okay, so it's actually really stupid to play standard right now, because there's a very good chance that the ban and restricted announcement on Monday changes the format. So I don't understand why you would want to play standard right now when there's a very real chance that the BNR comes out and changes the format. So, like, I think you should wait. I think you should just wait. I don't think I want paths in this matchup, right? Yeah, I want Lead the Stampedes. I think I want the Selfless Spirit. I don't think I want this Forge-Tender. They might have Anger. Anything else I really want to cut, though? And if they don't update the format via the ban and restricted announcement, I really don't have a desire to, like, try and build decks that are worse than energy. That doesn't sound fun. Especially when, like I don't know if you've seen the donation deck list backlog, but no, I don't think Path is better than Rip. I think Rest in Peace kills the creature we're most likely to want to Path anyways, while also making the rest of their deck worse. Aaron Forsyth stated that they're not changing anything on the ban and restricted list before the Modern Pro Tour, you know, for better or worse. I think Rogue Refiner is the first best card they should ban, followed closely by Attune. I wouldn't mind if both of those cards went away. Please don't push my guy. Please don't push my guy. Please don't push my guy. Please be an elf I can cast that's not one of these. It's unfortunate. I have to play actual factual Grizzly Bears out now. The old Grizzly Elf on 2. No, they said for a fact, it's not, they didn't say super unlikely. They said Aaron Forsyth tweeted point blank that there will be no changes to the modern ban list until after the Pro Tour. So I plan on playing any standard, only for large sums of money. If they update the ban list, I will play standard for small sums of money, but if they don't update the ban list, it would require me to get large sums of money. Murder stuff? Oh, gross. I don't know. It's not my job to... God, I have mismatched canopies in this deck. What a savage. Play another Grizzly Elves out here. Thinking about things like consumer confident isn't my job. As a player, bad standard formats are like, well, I guess I'm just not playing standard, which is fine. Like, there's a ton of sweet things to be doing in Modern and Legacy right now. Like, we have no shortage of sweet decks to play in either of those formats. So as long as standard remains uninteresting, I'll just play the other formats. Like, that's why Magic's great, right? Like, Magic is great because it's a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And if you don't like standard, you can come play a different format like this. And that's okay. Not every format has to appeal to every person. Define small sums of money. Regular donation deck lists. This Chord of Calling is really terrible. Just wish it was anything else right now. I think I'm just courting for a 1-drop here just so I can, like, cast my spells when I draw them. Alright. Only worse draws there. Your turn. The terrifying thing here is that my opponents missed their land drop, so, like, they have 4 spells in their hand right now. Flip the land to Bob. What a professional. What a professional. Like, we went through 2 Chord of Callings this game. Could you imagine if either of those Chord of Callings had been Lead the Stampedes? Like, we'd be super far ahead, right? Yeah, I took 1 less point of damage. Maybe that's bad because of, like, what just happened there. I'd, like, have a Razorverge in play that I could cycle now. So I'm down a potential draw in the future because of my sequencing, but up a point of health. Up 2 points of health, technically, since I used it again this turn. I guess if we run off a couple of these and our opponent bricks for a little while, we could be okay here. Gross. Probably dead. Yep. Guess I could hit company into double Shaman of the Pack. And, well, these are the cards I've been dealt. I'll bolt something in response here, probably the Shaman. I think that's much worse than PN Kieran Nalaar. That's why I usually play PN Kieran Nalaar. PN Kieran Nalaar is very good in Modern because the Thopter tokens get to block Edge Champion and they're very good against the Affinity creature lands. I think Huntmaster's been the worst 3-drop in those 4-drop in those creature combo decks since it was printed. Grafdigger's Cage, well that cuts a lot of our outs, right? If this Dark Confidant had done more than 2 points of damage over 4 turns to my opponent, we'd probably have a shot this game, but it looks like they're gonna flip their Ravager back over here, so we're just gonna be dead. Yeah, this combo-focused version of Elves, it's been a little while since we've played Elf combo on this stream, but playing these Devoted Druids and thusly these Chords of Calling to like find Vizier more consistently, I think this feels worse than just like having more Elves in my deck that like actually do things and getting to play copies of Lead the Stampede. Lead the Stampede was really impressive in this archetype every time I've played it. I would like to just play 4 copies in my main deck. It's fine. Needs a payoff, but it floods the board. This Chord of Calling is kind of a payoff. And again, like if this was Lead the Stampede, I'd just be way more excited about this hand. Okay, Dredge. We've got Rips and other stuff in our board. Scavenging Ooze. I don't have any... Kind of awkward that this doesn't make green. My body is ready to get conflagrated. I missed on another Dredger there. That's good for us. To an on to far. Currently, we are getting dumpstered while playing tiny green creature decks. Not a good run for green creature decks today. Our Devoted Druids have been getting a little bit brutalized. Wow, no Cathartic Reading or Tormenting Voice is insane for us. Yeah, the Nykthos seems pretty awkward. Oh, we're just dead, right? You can find my article talking about Bloodstone and other cards from the new set that I like in Modern on gatheringmagic.com. Okay, I think I can get them with this Chord of Calling when they go to conflagrate me this turn. So I can make 4 mana, and then this is 5/6 with Convoke and get Archdruid in response. So like the Nykthos like looks okay here, but if this had just been a green land, this would be in play. So hopefully they put exactly lethal on all of my creatures here, and I get to get the Archdruid and get them. Sweet. Got all the angles covered, ladies and germs. Right one. These are my elves. My elves are larger. You have a second bloodghast. Wait, are we done here yet? All right, let's eat. Then I can go get Ezuri here. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna court for Ezuri and win the game. Rest in Peace is good here. Selfless Spirit is good. Forge-Tender is good. Scavenging Ooze is good. This is another matchup where I just don't want... I don't want infinite mana. I feel like I just don't want infinite mana here. I don't know, chat. Do we think the Dredge deck is going to bring in Cage against us? What do you think? Should we play around Grafdigger's Cage out of the Dredge deck? Twitch chat sometimes. Oh, Twitch chat. Oh, Twitch chat. Be-do-do-do-do. If Iron Guthix made the Dredge deck, baby. He did put Bloodmoon in lands, right? Get him! That hand just doesn't do anything, right? No one drop, no rest in peace. It's like not exciting, but it's fine. Bottom that. Yeah, there's the Conflagrate. Probably not. The deck was pretty bad. We didn't even finish the end of that league, right? It was a very strong start from our opponent. They have a Conflagrate in the bin already, too. Yep. Looting, too? Oh, just another neonate? Okay. Not gonna play another one of these out because I think they're gonna Conflagrate us anyways. Maybe this Collected Company is really good. I think with Lotus Cobra, you might be able to play a double black card. Lotus Cobra is really good at fixing mana. Probably Dredge Loam this turn, right? Yeah, we're pretty dead. Alright, we're gonna try and draw a sideboard card this game. I hear that's really good in Modern. Oh. Yeah, Chupacabra plus Resto does seem great. I agree. The Chupacabra! Go get him! Go get him! Are you going to do any Kismet drafts on stream? Yeah, any drafts I do, I'm definitely going to do them on stream. I probably won't Kismet draft until after the CCS, though. So, our Hex... I usually do Hex after my Sunday Magic stream, so maybe we'll do a draft tomorrow night. Is this hand keepable? How do we feel about this hand? It feels close. This is probably a mulligan, right? Like, I have Rest in Pieces in my deck and just more explosive hands. We're rewarded by mulliganing a close 7 with an unkeepable 6. This is the Magic I know and love. Yeah, I can play in... I can play with the... New Rivals cards are legal in Modern Leagues right now. The CCS is a $5,000 cash tournament that Hex does every other month. So the ladder seasons in Hex are 2 months long. And at the end of every ladder season, the top 64 players on the constructed and limited side get invited to a 5K that pays 5K in cash to the top 8 players, plus in-game prizes past that. This is the second Magic deck on today's stream. We're going to do at least one more. If Jake keeps being good, we'll probably do a few more. Got a lot of donation lists to get through. It's like this is going to be the last match for Elves. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Womp, womp, womp. So, Elves. Small sample size. You should take anything I say with a grain of salt. It's been a little while since we've played Elves in Modern. I'm really not a fan of this package in this deck. I feel like it didn't help me win games that I wasn't winning anyways. And I just really think Chord of Calling is worse in this deck than Lead the Stampede. I would like to generate more card advantage than that. I think a lot of these matchups you just run out of gas, and like Lead the Stampede is pretty good. This Nykthos is like really super clunky and awkward. I'm not sure I would play this in my mana base again. There's 3 copies of Horizon Canopy. I'd probably just play the full 4. I think you just go like Max Greed like the Humans deck and play the full 4 copies of Horizon Canopy in this deck. Shaman in the pack was really good. I think this card seems excellent. I don't think these cards were worth it, but like Shaman in the pack gives this archetype a lot of reach and seems very potent. So I would definitely play this card again if I was interested in playing Elves, I think. All right, what do we have up next? I think I was going to take a crack at this Esper Eldrazi deck. Splashing blue for Deep Fathom Skulker. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. You can make a creature unblockable. Really interesting. Or it's basically like Black-White Eldrazi.